What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with the season finale for Love During Lockup. This is season number 4. You guys know I don't know the episode. This episode is titled "Are You His Auntie?" Girl, now she ain't his auntie. But before we go ahead and get into this episode, you guys, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then you guys do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and get in this episode of Love During Lockup. Shall we? All right, you guys. So before we get into it, I definitely want to say something real quick, you guys. So there was a comment that I saw last week on my channel, and I was like, wait a minute now, who is this coming at me about Mr. EB? So it was actually EB's wife, you guys. So let me scroll down to the comment real quick, and we're gonna read this comment because EB's wife got in the comments and gave us a little bit of tea. Yeah, I love it when people do that. Sometimes I love it when people come in my comments and they be watching, they are on the show and they be watching me and they want to tell me some stuff, right? So I have to laugh at this real quick, you guys. So EB's wife, she says, why would, in quotation marks, why would Sideshow Bob want Brittany? Hold on, you guys. My best friend is texting me. My bad, y'all. So back to this comment. Sorry, my best friend was texting me. So EB's wife says, why would Sideshow Bob want Brittany when she has me to come home to every night? Perception is everything. She says, Brittany got released the day before I did. So she said we lived in the same building and she is a compulsive liar and so is Key Rock. Now, baby, I already knew that Key Rock was a compulsive. I could see that Key Rock was a liar and a gaslighter, right? So she said we were all in Fluvanna together, and she has never been in Cosmo where I was enrolled, nor has she ever been seen doing anybody's hair on the compound. She said I'm EB's wife, and she is the only one speaking any truth on that screen, and that's out of love for her ex-best friend's interest, not because she was the pigeon. Straight fraudulent as frauds can get now. She's saying she's calling Brittany and Key Rock some frauds. I'm cool with that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. So, like I said, I already figured that Key Rock was a liar, but Brittany, I still do feel bad for Brittany because I do feel like she's being played by Key Rock. But we're gonna get into Brittany and Key Rock a little bit later. But let's start up with Jade and Chris, you guys. So Jade is finally waking up after that first phone call that she had with Chris where he was talking about, his name was on everything. So now Jade is talking to Chris and, she's just worried about, the future of their relationship and if anything were to happen, be it divorce or, the other one. And she just wants to make sure that she's protected. I was like, so that never rang in your head, like, let me, this man is this man doesn't want you to work, so he's taking care of you, but everything is in his name. And that never once said, ding, 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 ding. This is not what it should be. Let me store something, put something to the side. That never rang in your noggin, like nothing's added up, right? So then she tells Chris that, she wants to either do a post-nup or a will or something where her name is on it. So Chris tried to Jedi mind trick her. I was like, girl, if you fall for that, you are dumb. Like, I know y'all are husband and wife. I don't know I forget what state they're in, right? But, because I mean, some states, if you divorce, you leave with half, right? But I don't know if they're in one of them states where that is the case. But still, I would be like, no. I need a post-nup. She said a post-nup or a will. I was like, I don't know if the will is not the best thing for you to do, sis. Don't do the will. Do the post-nup. Do the post-nup so that way you can guarantee that if he divorces you, you get something out of this marriage, right? You don't have to leave with just the clothes on your back. But Chris said eventually he said he would do it, but at the end of the episode, it said that her name is still not on that deed, and Chris won't get out of prison until 2024. I was like, "Ooh, girl, you just in bad." Mm. Yeah, good luck to you, Jade. Good luck to you, sis. Let's pause here and move forward to the next couple. All right, you guys. So the next couple, Brittany and Andy. Unfortunately, you guys, we're gonna have to see a little bit more of Brittany and Andy because they're going to love after Lockup. I was like, I know you fucking lying. So you guys know that Brittany is getting ready to get out of prison in the next day or two, right? So we see Andy and we see his son, and his son is 17 years old, right? And I was like, so wait a minute. So when you went to the prison to see Brittany with her daughter, where is your 17-year-old son at? Because this young man is still very much so a minor. I was just like, where was your son at? Andy is such a loser. So then Andy asked his son, he was on the phone with Brittany at one point, and he was actually talking to his son. So he asked his son to go in the bag and pull out this teddy bear, right? So I think it's like one of them teddy bears, like when we used to be in school, and you had those little things that you could put your map pencils and all, and your crayons and all that kind of stuff in. That's what it was given, right? So Andy has a cash of, I think that was more than $500. That was well more than $500 because those were a bunch of $100 bills. So I feel like that was $1,200 in hundreds, right? So he's sticking it in there, and his son is like, "Why are you giving her $1,200?" Oh, that's just for her to start out. Even his son had to say, "But she's a drug addict." And then this dumb fool in his interview is like, "Well, I'm a little bit overweight, so if I eat, that could be I can be addicted to food." A food addiction and a drug addiction are two different things, you diphthong. Ooh, Andy just gets on my nerves. So Andy's son went to go talk to his sister, and basically the sister's like, I feel like she gonna use our dad, and maybe it'll be a lesson learned for him. I was like, I agree with you, but she don't see anything good coming from their relationship, and I will 100% agree with her. I agree with you. So Andy is, like I said, Andy is such a loser. So he was on the phone with Brittany. So Brittany told him that, he wouldn't be able to come up to the prison to get her. So he'll have to wait somewhere, and there'll be a van that'll drop her off. So he's going to a hotel, and we see him. So he and his son are meeting with Gracie. This time I will say, you guys, Gracie was in a little bit of a better mood than the last time, but I think the last time it was because she just legitimately did not know who that man was. That's all I think it was. But yeah, you guys, unfortunately, like I said, we still got to look at Andy and Brittany in Love After Lockup. Pausing here and moving forward. You guys, next up, this nutcase Savannah. Savannah is a nutcase. If I ain't never saw a nutcase in my life. So this fool got this ugly ass dress on, and she's driving up to the prison to go see Jake, right? She even has a veil on. I was like, oh my God. If I were the cops, I would lock her up because I would just think that she's lost her rabbit ass mind. So the delusional fool went into the prison, right, with the marriage license that she's already signed. Jake decided he didn't want to sign it. I was like, girl, why did you think he would? This man has specifically told you in no uncertain terms he doesn't want to do this. I don't think it's just because he's in prison. He said it's because he's in prison. He wants to be able to, he ain't got nothing going for himself. He ain't doing nothing. I was like, that's all fine and dandy, but I still don't think that you want to be with this woman because weren't you engaged before her? So what was the difference between those women and her? Nutcase. Nutcase, right? So then she felt the way about the fact that he didn't sign them papers, that she had her bouquet in her hand and she just tossed them right out the window. I was like, ma'am, you do realize that you're still on the grounds, right, of a prison, and that is considered what? Littering. So she's still trying to get him out of prison. She has hopes that in 2024 he will put a ring on it. I was like, ma'am, he's not out of prison. You know what? Here's the thing. Whenever he does get out of prison, WeTV, I want y'all to loop back to this nutcase. I just want y'all to loop back. I know y'all do follow ups with people, right? At some point, we gotta have a follow up with Savannah because I don't think that anything good is coming from this relationship between she and Mr. Jakey. Jake don't want you like that. He clearly said when he gets in the outside world that he wants to see other women. So, yeah, you don't think that maybe you are one of multiple women? Maybe think about that. No, maybe not. Yeah. Goodbye to Savannah. Let's pause here and move forward. Leticia and Keith, you guys. Leticia is an interesting person because Leticia in this episode she is still upset with Keith's aunt because she went and told Keith that that ring cost more than what he agreed to. Right? I was like, but ma'am, you're the one that lied. He told you $10,000, and that was a big ask. And I'm still asking the question of where the fuck did he get? Where the hell does he get 10,000? Where the fuck does he get 15,000? What the fuck is his aunt? She is his accountant. Accountant of what? What is she accounting for? I hope y'all don't end up all sharing a jail cell together because it's giving fraudulent. It's giving drugs. It's giving something that is illegalities. I don't know what it is, but it's just not giving legal because he is in prison. What is she still doing accounting for? He ain't got no business. Yo accounting, you doing taxes, I think is a fraud, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah. I just don't see how I don't understand how Leticia is upset because girl, you're the one that got caught. But again, I asked the question of where is the money coming from? Where is the money coming from? I don't want to know. I really don't want to know. I'm just thinking out loud. Leticia's story. So she's taking Keith's name off of her tax business. I was like, well, that's one smart thing. Keith doesn't get out of prison until 2025. So yeah, that's that. Let's pause here and move forward. All right, guys. So next up, let's do Brittany and Key Rock, right? So Brittany is still upset about the situation with EB, right? And Key Rock is saying that he didn't ask EB to, watch her or anything like that, but he does say that EB has his best interest at heart. Coincidentally, what his wife said in my comment section that, EB only had his best interest at heart, right? And Key Rock says that EB is just looking out for him, right? Because he's in there and, EB is his eyes and ears in the real world. Okay. I guess, right? I guess. I still don't trust Key Rock. Like I said, Key Rock just gives me scammer. Key Rock is just not trustworthy for me personally. I think that Key Rock is a gaslighter. That's all I get from Key Rock. Gaslighter. Gaslighter, right? What else do we say, right? So I've already discussed the fact that, she asked Key Rock, about that because EB is accusing her of doing things. Now one thing I will say though that she technically didn't deny the things, right? But I do remember that she stated earlier in the season that when she got out of prison that she and Key Rock were not in a relationship with each other, right? And EB also didn't say what the timeline was, so I don't care about that. So we didn't see Brittany, and Brittany went to go see a fertility doctor. And when Brittany said that she wants to use one of Key Rock's eggs to impregnate herself, I was like, girl, say what now? Don't do that. Don't do that. Because at the end of the day, when Key Rock gets mad at you, because that's what Jay said earlier, when Chris has gotten mad at her, it's always his stuff, not hers. When Key Rock gets mad at you and about them kids, it's gonna be, well, they are my kids and not your kids. That's just what Key Rock gives to me. You guys can let me know, right? So she wants to know what their options are, right? So Key Rock is on testosterone. So the doctor's like, they'll have to take Key Rock off and, put Key Rock on some kind of medication to, deal with, take so that Key Rock can produce some eggs, right? But there are some side effects where Key Rock his voice will probably, change and he'll probably start to grow some breasts, right? And so Key Rock said it's a no for him, right? So then Brittany was like, well, she has one fallopian tube. And so she asked what her options were. So the doctor told her what her options were. And she just broke down crying. I really felt bad for Brittany in that scene, right? And, you know, again, I don't know how I feel about Key Rock, right? I think that with Key Rock could I agree with Key Rock, well they could adopt kids, right? But I think Brittany wants to just have her own biological children, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But yeah, you guys, that was it for Brittany and Key Rock. Let me know what you guys thought about them, and also go back and let me know what you guys thought about EB's wife's comment. And let's pause here and wrap up the episode. Why did I say that? Oh, also with Brittany and Key Rock, we will see them in Love After Lockup as well. So let's pause here and move forward. All right, you guys. So the last couple is Ranika and Asante. And once again, like I said last week, rest in peace to Asante, right? Because he actually did pass away. But I did get a little deeper into that story last week after I posted my video, right? So what happened is, and I mean, it's still tragic, right? But he was on the run from the cops, right? And he hit another car. And I think that I read that there were 4 people in that car that he hit. I haven't checked up on it lately, but there were 4 people that were in the car. I don't know if they are in critical condition or if they're okay. But he did hit 4. There was a car that he hit, and those people were fine. Well, maybe not physically fine, but they were okay to be lifted to airport, taken to hospitals, right? Whereas I think he may have died on the scene. So rest in peace to him, and my prayers up to his family, his friends. I believe I read that his girlfriend was pregnant with their child, is pregnant. So my deepest condolences to them, right? So this bird, Ranika, girl, you are about the stupidest person I have ever saw. And I don't like calling nobody stupid, but girl, stupid is as stupid is, right? Because the things that you did in this episode were just ridiculously dumb. So remember, Asante needs to get out of jail, right? He got to pay this bond or whatever he has to pay, right? So remember, he's trying to get someone to give Ranika the money, but he don't really want her to call Ranika. But her and Ranika do talk on the phone, right? And the woman sent Ranika a little, I think it was like $1,400 or something like that. I could be wrong, right? So Ranika gets the money, but I guess she was short, so she had to go to Walmart to get a money order. And then this fool is sitting here telling us that she took money out of her daughter's college savings. I was like, you big dumb dunce. Why the fuck would you take money even if you had it or did not have it? Why would you take money from your child for a man that you do not fucking know? That is stupid as hell. You don't know him. You've never met this man. Then on top of that, I'm gonna point out everything that I noticed about Ranika and how I feel like I know Ranika's a goddamn lie about her business making $100,000 a year. Ranika got an iPhone, right? I thought at first that her screen protector was cracked because I can't talk because my screen protector is cracked, but my phone screen is not cracked, right? My screen protector is just fucked. It's cracked. So then I started looking at it deeper. I'm like, wait a minute, no. That is not her screen protector that is cracked. That is the entire screen. Her phone screen is just jacked up, right? Then the window, where's her driver's side window, it is cracked. Her window is cracked. She had a big ass dent in her car. She has a dent in her car. She has expired registration on her door. She has that trash bag on the back window. But you make $100,000 a year. I finally looked at that wig in this episode. Your wig was lifted. Like Ranika, use a freaking lie, right? So she got the money. She went in, paid for Asante to be released. She asked the lady like, how long would she say it take? She said it'll be about 10 minutes, but you can wait outside. Also, Ranika was on the phone with Asante talking about she needs some dick because she's horny. I was like, girl, you are that desperate for some dick that you will take it from anywhere, huh? That is terrible, disgusting, deplorable. Girl, the list of words could go on and on and on. So she was on the phone with this auntie. She said, you his auntie. You Asante's auntie. She said, Leticia. I was like, wait a minute. So that man's name is Leticia? Wow. Why did his mama name him that? Leticia? La Orange? So you named your son after, never mind. A citrus. Leticia. Oh my God, this is going to be so hard for me because the man is deceased and I don't want to speak ill of the dead. So the woman said, no, I'm not his aunt, I'm his girlfriend. So Ranika was pissed, right? Mind you, Asante was released from jail, but when he was released from jail, Ranika was hugging on him and kissing him and wrapped her legs around him. I'm like, girl, didn't you just find out that this woman is his girlfriend and you still ready to just go get your vagina pounded by this man? Go to Pound Town? Like Pound Town. Okay, never. I was about to sing the song, but I'm not. Like, you want to go to Pound Town with this man. Girl, you need to get some self-esteem about yourself. Maybe it's this wig. Maybe the dye from this wig has gone to your brain. I don't know, because it's giving very feeble. But that's it, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. And next week is the season premiere of Love After Lockup. So the people who are moving from, so we do know a good majority of the Love After Lockup cast, you guys. So we have Brittany and Key Rock from this season of Love During Lockup. Ranika and Asante are joining Love After Lockup. Brittany and Andy will be on Love After Lockup. And also we have a returning person from Love During Lockup last season, which was Melissa and Louie. Because Louie is getting out of prison, you guys. So we'll see Melissa's. God, we gotta look at Melissa and her delusions as well. So yeah, you guys, so next Saturday we will actually be doing a live, because if I feel like Love After Lockup is gonna give, and especially with Melissa being back, y'all know we gotta talk about Melissa's crazy ass. But let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.